Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for staying with us as we move on to our second game of the night. A new set of rookies will be taking over the starting duties for this game, hoping to stand out and improve their draft stock. While they get ready, I'd like to introduce Ada, who is a special guest tonight. He'll be joining me in the booth for our second game. How are you doing tonight, Ada?
Yay! I'm doing great for the most part, I think. Well, the usual.
Still a little jet lagged flying on over.
Well, to the other side of the world, that explains why I'm like standing or sitting 90 degrees compared to where I'm coming from right now.
Well, as the rookies keep getting ready, anyone you're keeping an eye on this second game?
Well, taking a look at Delgado right now, because he hasn't really had a good chance to show what he can do. Because during the first game itself, he kept on getting passes from the team when it's about to be a turnover time.
Yeah, I definitely see that he was put in a bad situation there, and it'll be interesting to see if coming off the bench he has a little bit better of a shot to stand out and make some corrections from his mistakes. On my end, I'm actually going to look at J.C. Gold starting this game. He was a talented athlete who actually many were expecting to play professional football in England, but
Yeah,
decided
I
to
heard of
pursue.
that.
Yeah, he decided to pursue basketball, kind of in a shocking televised event. He definitely has the talent. He was ranked fourth in the preliminary rankings, but after the performance by Kusick and Rose tonight, he'll have to stand out really to if he wants to move up into the top three of the draft. And actually,
Well, everyone's got to try. It's up to them to know and for us to find out, I guess. Whatever that means.
well, you're definitely right. It's up to the players not to get too antsy and play their game like they've always played. It actually looks like they're starting to get ready on the court. Players are heading out. So why don't we go ahead and switch feeds over?
All right.
As they're getting ready for tip off tonight, due to the top 24 makeup, looks like it feeds pause. There it goes. Um, we have some small forwards actually playing center, playing out of position, but that's just because we had so few centers and power forwards make it into the top 24 this year.
So
And
would you say that everybody's a little bit teeny tiny on the court right now?
yeah, and we see Delmont getting the tip off, lays it up and in to
Wow, that's a
start.
nice hook.
Yeah, well,
No, no, no,
especially
floater, floater.
well, it's definitely easier when he has the height advantage compared to the rest of the players on the court. We talked about size. He is one of the taller players out there right now because of that lack of a center. We're going to see Blessing with the ball at the top of the key, giving it over to O'Hare. O'Hare back to Blevins. O'Hare shooting for three
Nope,
off the
just
rim.
bounced off the rim.
Yep. We're going to see the Stars going the other direction. Harrod, left sideline, gets caught up by the
Careful
defense.
there.
Yeah, you don't want to see him
Okay.
step out of bounds.
Oh, nice blind pass.
Shot clock starting to wind down. Don't.
Delma, nope, bounced off the rim. Now they're going the other way, and nah. Let's see.
Will Gold with the ball now. Giving it to Blevins, who's at the top of the perimeter. Shot clock starting to wind down. Gonna have to find someone who's willing to take a shot here.
Passing it around, back to gold. Nope, bounced off the rim. Now they're going back the other way.
Two straight three attempts from the elites. No good tonight, though. Harrod with the ball.
Uh, let's see what. Let's see if they can turn things around over here.
Leon
Nope.
going for three. Nope. Blessing passing
Just
down to
passing
the
the ball
post.
around.
A lot of passing going back and forth. No one wanting to actually be the trigger man on the shot. Blevins now giving back to Gold. Gold, dangerous pass down on the post is
Nope.
intercepted by Carlos.
Yep, it's a turnover. Oops. Oh, got the ball back. Oh, okay.
Long two coming in. Hang on, my feed's acting up. Okay, fixed it better. Uh, O'Hare passing on to Gold. Gold over to Blessing.
Just passing the ball around. Back to
O'Hara
O'Hare. Back to gold. Gold to O'Hara again. Back to gold. Nope.
No good. Elite's scoreless after 2 minutes and 30 seconds tonight so far.
Yep, Stars on the offense, and whoa, okay. Nice dunk over there.
Yeah, driving from the perimeter all the way to the post. Nice isolation play, at least, coming out from Delmont, giving the Stars a
Yeah.
6-point lead.
Nobody in the inside perimeter to block him or guard him. Ooh,
Yeah.
big open space. Nope.
Yeah, Blessing decides
Just
not to
still
take
passing
it.
the ball around.
Like I said, the rookie
Shot clock winding down. Yeah.
not really willing to take a shot here. Gold forced to take a 3 from the top of the arc. Gets it to fall finally.
Wow. And it's a highly contested shot too. Not bad, not bad.
Delmont over to Herod. Herod down to Triano. Again, from the corner. Could take the shot. Has enough distance. The defender's not playing that close. Speaking of which, open shot. Rims out, though. No good.
Yeah, just bounced off the rim.
O'Hara over to Blessing. Fancy.
Can he bless the team?
Fancy footwork. Got open. Offensive rebound. Had a chance there, but knocked out of bounds.
I didn't manage to see that. Whose possession is it?
Whose possession? It is the Elite, actually. It's going to retain possession on offense. O'Hara over to Gold. Gold giving it back to Blessing. A lot of quick passing, but it seems to be focusing around Gold right now. He's getting the most touches on the floor.
He the golden boy?
You could say that, but we're seeing a little bit of the problem with the Blevins.
Open shot, and he drained it.
Well, she drained it. The horseshoe crab coming from Ilua University.
Don't mind me, I'm blind on one eye.
Blind, deaf, I don't even know how you made it into the building.
Somehow.
Delmont from the corner now. Gets to the fall, giving the Stars their 9th point. Elites, though, have been on the run 5-4 in the last 2 minutes.
To possession with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time to turn things around, though. Let's see what they're going to do about it.
Well, yeah, and it's not like the coach has been able to call timeout, and we always see this issue with teams that have been thrown together. They don't have time to practice, so right now they're just passing the ball around, trying to find someone who is open.
Yep.
We saw Blessing take a 3 there, no good, but the offensive rebound, good call. And Blevins.
That was such a wide opportunity, though. I wonder why he didn't take it. Well, okay.
Well, ball was passed out of bounds, or tipped out of bounds on the steal attempt. Well,
Leads with the possession.
No, yeah, still their possession. They're going to go for a fast 3 from O'Hara. No good, though. Carlos with the rebound.
Bounced off the rim, side of the rim. Going the other way, and let's see.
Stars ball. Looked like they wanted to set up something in the post, but decided to back off there. Herod back over to Delmont, who was left open again. No good from the 3-point land. O'Hara's going to have to start playing tighter defense down there. But we see Kabor. Fast break slam. I want to see that again.
Nice slam.
Answering back to Delmont's earlier slam dunk, the rookies, Elites, are finally getting on the board now, down by 2.
Just a one-possession game with 6 minutes to go.
Triano over to Delmont.
Shot. Okay. Make that a 3-possession game.
Well, 2 possessions still.
Yeah, 2 possession. My bad.
I mean, 3 if they do sit by 2s. Blevins. Looks like they're going to be leaving Blevins open on the perimeter because not taking the shot, but we're going to see Goldie trying to answer back. Not Golden from beyond the arc, though. Game it over to Delmont. JC, 1 for 4 so far tonight. Triano over to Orshot. Back to Rays. Behind the back pass to Triano. Dangerous.
Nice pass.
Well, tonight's a night for showing off for the scouts and the GMs. You don't want to make silly mistakes. It's definitely fancy, but
I'm not sure. If they try to go too fancy and they make the mistakes and such, that'll really make their stock drop, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Stick to the basics. Be strong in your fundamentals. Let's see what they've got.
See Gold pump faking. No bite, though, on it. Blevins in the woods.
3, 2, 1.
And giving it to Blevins. Finally going to take a 3 off the front iron.
That's a bad forced shot.
Yeah, when the shot clock gets down to 5, if you have no play drawn up, it basically turns into a who's willing to take
Game
the
of
miss.
panic.
Yeah, who's willing to take the miss at that point? We saw it happen to Tay Delgado last game where the team kept passing to him with only a couple seconds left. We see,
Wow, nice moves. Now he drew the foul.
yeah,
Onto the line for 2, I guess.
correct, Kibor will be throwing his first personal foul. Hopefully we have no foul trouble like we did last game. Almost saw a player foul out. Another way not to impress the GMs is foul trouble, giving away free throws. And so far, the issue seems to be with the elites. They have not been really getting any plays going. They've done a lot of passing on the perimeter, but no one willing to take the shot. And I think that has to do with no center really there to put pressure in the post.
Yep, Stars in the meantime, just widening the gap of the lead.
And we're actually going to see massive substitution here. Most of the bench coming out for the last couple minutes of this quarter. Delmont, good on both of them. 14-7, we're going to see the elites calling a timeout here. Not the bad time to do it, especially since he just subbed in the majority of the bench. Get them right, hopefully in a position where they can right the ship right now. Especially since they finally have one of the few centers actually on the court. And we're going to see Delgado starting with the ball. Passing over to Kilau. Over to Aquino.
Back on the outside perimeter passing.
Even though it looks like they're trying to set Delgado open in the corner. 6 seconds left. Josh.
That's nope. Right.
It is going to end up in Delgado's paws in the last second again.
Just bounced off the rim over there.
And again, another scoring drought coming out for the elites. Their second one over 2 minutes. Thompson.
And there's a foul.
Well, no, actually called goaltending.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ball was starting to descend there. The basket will count. Good defensive effort, though, but turns into a free bucket in the end. Aquino gives it up to Kilau, who fast pass intercepted by Reyes. Carlos driving in, has a chance, gets by his defender, takes a step back jumper, no good though, and actually he ends up getting the offensive rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, poor
so
boxing.
It's a fresh shot clock for them.
Yeah, they have plenty of time, but we're gonna see a
open shot, but nope.
Quick 3, and they almost missed the defensive rebound there again.
These were lucky there. Otherwise, they will have widened the gap even more.
Delgado tries to go for a 3 off the screen. Had open space, but just couldn't get it to fall.
They're rushing it a little bit too quick right now. It's still the first quarter.
Well, that's funny. I mean, they're either rushing the shot or they're waiting till the last second. They can't find a happy medium.
Nothing in between.
Well, no design plays. I mean, like, again, they're passing it around, and they have a couple players in the post, but they just decide. And actually, that is a blessing in disguise. It was a shot clock violation instead of a fast break. That would have been a free bucket had the elites managed to actually get a hold of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Delgado over to Aquino.
More outside passing.
You know, Delgado was open there.
Long 2. Whoa, okay, he drained the shot. That was nice.
There we go, off the back iron. First bucket of the night for Tay Delgado. See if the Stars can answer an underhanded layup.
I thought there would be a foul over there, so it just went on.
No, they ended up not calling anything.
Outside shot. Whoa, nice shot. Suddenly, they seem to be catching up.
Well, especially when you leave Aquino that far open. No defender around for miles. Had all the time in the world to set up the shot.
Two-position game between both teams. Foul.
There we go. There's some contact being called. Even though not necessarily the worst person to foul as they head to the line for 2. Stars up by 4 with a chance to extend it to 6. Thompson.
And he drains the first one.
I think you're being a little blind again. Not realizing that is... Actually, no, I lied.
Well, it did go in.
Yeah, no. I was looking at some data. Sievert, quick pass. Or quick reception down in the post. First actual post score from the elites tonight, I think. All their shots have come from long range. Elsinore. The Crown Lemur passing over to Thompson.
Wow, they just left him wide in the open over there. So he drained the tree. Nice one.
Yep, she was able to get it from long range. See how the elites decide to react. Are they going to attempt to make a 3 of their own to keep it a 1-possession game or settle for a 2? Currently, they're staying on the perimeter. Aquino. Shot clock's running down. Going to give it over to Delgado for 3. No good.
They can't penetrate the inside defense of the Stars, though. That's what I'm seeing at the moment. A lot of outside passing.
Yeah, it seems like they're almost afraid to try and push in. They have their center on the court, Varnege. Now he's trying to actually dribble it in on his own to get some penetration. Gets into the paint, but contested shot, no good. Delgado doing a little spin move. Gets a screen. Unable to penetrate the defense, though. Giving up to Punicic. There we go. There's another score from the paint. Gets down to 4 with under a minute left.
That's something they need to do more of, because so far a lot of their attempts from outside the perimeter is not working very well.
Yeah, besides that 1-3 coming in from Thompson. Giving up to Varnege. Varnege. Long 2 off the side iron, no good.
Tough shot, though, so...
Yeah, we're going to see Josh Sievert driving into the paint. 21 seconds left.
Oh, he's wide in the open. Take it.
Fading away a little bit. No good, though. Eleni. Going to bring it up for the Stars. We'll have the last shot of the quarter. Who will be the brave one to take it?
Looks driving in closer and...
Blocked by the defense. I think that was... who was that on the block? Came flying in out of nowhere. Was not the main defender. Was actually the help defense in that case.
Mm-hmm. The floater just got knocked off.
Yeah, and 1.8 seconds left. Not a lot of time to get the ball up in the air, but...
So it's got to be a pass and a shot. That's
basically,
pretty much it.
And they're going to do it way out far to Malmquist, who actually makes the buzzer beater. No need to check the replay on that. Obviously had it out of pause before the shot. But Vendella extending the lead to 7 going into the second quarter here.
Wow, that was a nice pass and shot. It reminds me of the 2015 NBA Finals where Vos took that shot right after it got passed on to him.
Yeah, opposite side, right 3-point line rather than left 3-point line. But it was always important to see how a player shoots under pressure, including a time crunch. You never know who will end up with the ball at the end of the game when you're down.
That was a good shot.
Very much so. And we're going to see a few more substitutions. Kusic coming in for the elite.
Inside miss. Nope. Going the other way. Delmon with the ball.
Trying to penetrate the paint. We have 2 players down there. Varnege fouled on the way up. Gold is charged with the foul. 2 shots coming from the line for the center. See how Freddie does. Good on the first. Always good to see the centers making both of their free throws, in fact. They tend to be the ones fouled down low in the post. Something that players, GMs look for. And Blevins left wide open all day. Did not take the shot, though.
Outside passing. They're all tightly defended, though.
They are, except for Blevins, who's obviously not going to take the shot. And we see Gold draining
Oh,
nothing but net.
nice, nice, nice. That was a very nice shot.
6-point game. Delmont over to Orshot. Orshot off the screen. Post up at the top of the key. Ends up in Varnage's hands. Back to Tavares. Back to Varnage. Little triangle passing. They end up giving it to Delmont for a 3 attempt to answer back, but no good.
But no good.
Goldie, quick shot from 2, it looked
Wow.
like. Yeah, pause on
That
the line.
was fast. No kidding.
Well, he was open. I guess he's starting to feel it now, considering his last 3 was basically from the same spot. And we see Tavares.
Oh, he nearly fumbled the ball there.
Yeah. Varnage going
Long
for 3.
range.
Oh, wow. From that range, but
Wow.
I think his defender was not expecting Freddie to take the shot from that far out. No one
He
around.
was really wide open. Nobody was around to guard him.
Yeah, I mean,
A little fancy spin, a pass, and nope.
no good. Down by 7 still. 28-21. Elites needing to score, but left open on the drive.
Wow, that was a nice floater right there.
Nice floater, but bad defense. No one was willing to step in front of him as he drove to the lane.
I think he took them by surprise, though. That's what I saw on the court from this vantage point, anyway.
Well, speaking of surprise, Kusak just fancy footwork around the defenders, gets an open basket, answers back.
And yeah, we got the 2-point differential back.
Well, 7-point. It's
Well,
23
floater
30.
that was me just now. Yep.
Yeah, you made up the difference. No good on the shot. Blevins
Away.
gave it to Kusak,
Whoa,
who's left
okay.
open.
But nope, no good. That was surprising indeed. I was expecting a 3 out of that, considering he was like way open, but nope.
May have rushed it just a little bit. I think a little surprise on his own that he even had the shot. We're going to see Delmont trying to do a 3 of his own. No good. Nagoy fast up to the paint.
Ooh.
Going to take a shot in the first 4 seconds. Not going to work out
Nope.
for him, though. Burger Kane. Getting rid of Delmont. Delmont waiting for the team to get set up. Looks like they want to call a play, and they had a double screen for Tavares. Didn't get anything out of it, though. And again, back to
Whoa.
Delmont in that corner. They've been going to him.
Quick catch and shoot. And now it's a 10 for the first time 10-point differential between the two teams, I think.
Yes, first double-digit lead of the game coming off of that
Yep.
3.
Stars are holding the momentum this round.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think the Elites need to do to get the game back in their direction?
Yeah, from the looks of things, they really shouldn't be rushing things right now. Try bring up some plays on the inside, I think. Because so far, a lot of their attempts from the outside are, well, you know where it went. It's really not very successful. One thing they have to try and get over, though, is the inside defense of the Stars. Whoa, nice save.
Nice double save.
Oh,
In fact,
nice turnaround shot.
that actually was to the detriment of the Stars. They're the ones who saved it by diving out of bounds, but it ended up in Kusak's hands, and he made the open shot. Might have just let it go out of bounds at that point with how chaotic it had become.
That was a good shot, though. The board was behind him. He had to take a turnaround, and he
Yeah.
shot it from there.
Nothing against Kusak making this shot. I'm just saying the defense made a mistake there, trying to save that ball.
Don't think that'll work.
Yeah, Delmont way outside.
Yep,
No
way
good.
outside.
Open Blevins left at top of the key. No shot, though. Kusak.
Kusak with the ball. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Can't tell if it was tipped or not. Let's see what the ref ends up saying. I think it's going to actually be a Stars ball. Bad pass out of bounds. Delmont
Delmont with the ball.
trying to drive into the paint. Goes for a floater, rattles around, does fall eventually. It looked like he called an isolation play. Everyone had spread out to the perimeter, pulling the defense away.
That was a nice quick play, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't complain when it's actually working, but when you do have a lead like this, you'd hope they would slow it down. But Kabor, finally, you see a play in the post, it pulls the shot up
Yep.
from 7 feet out and makes it work.
That was a good attempt.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of play you want to see. The defense wasn't able to collapse on.
Pretty much. They need to act more quickly on the foot if they want to try to equalize the game between the two teams. No, whoa, whoa, whoa. He was wide in the open, but I think he was surprised he was wide in the
Yeah,
open.
the pump fake
Ball
worked
was
out,
smacked
but
from
blocked.
behind. Yep.
He got
Ball
by
was
the
smacked
first
from
defender.
behind, the other way, and nope.
Gold, no good on the shot, giving Burger King a rebound. Driving into the
Burger
post.
King.
Burger King.
Did you see? Okay. Now I want a burger.
We're not getting sued tonight. This is not a paid promotion. Gold, back over to Kusek. Kusek to Blessing. Blessing pump fakes, but does not get anything going. Looks like they want to go to Kusek, who's open off a screen. Rattles
But
out,
nope.
though. Burger King, slow into the perimeter. Post, passes out to Delmont. Delmont, waiting for his players to get set up. Looks like Kane's giving a screen for Triano.
See, that's the difference. The Stars are like willing to take their time to get a play set up, but
Reach and foul, I believe. Yep, on Blevins. They're going to get a 14-second shot clock now. Yeah, continuing what you're saying, the Stars seem to be more prepared to do screen plays.
they're pacing themselves better than the Elites are at this point. Now it's back to a double-digit lead.
Off the nice little give and go there. Or shot. Blevins giving up to O'Hara. O'Hara could take a three. She does have the range. But again, into the Blessing. No real movement, though, between the players. They're just standing on the perimeter waiting for the ball to come to them. And O'Hara, there I go. Making
But that
the
was
three.
a nice shot.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot.
Caught Delmont asleep there, getting a three-pointer over him, bringing it back to a 7-point deficit. Herod getting into the post, fade away off the back iron, but good.
How did he do that? That was a really tough shot.
I mean, the fadeaway opened up enough of the shot for her to get it in over the defender there.
Still, though, the defending body was so close to her. Whoa! He
Yeah,
was out in the open down there. He could have taken a shot.
Yeah, Blevins has been passing it up on the perimeter. And going back to O'Hara was good for one, good for two in a row now from three-point land. Starting to catch on fire.
Back to a high two position game. Let's see if the Elites can turn it around.
Carlos waiting for the screen off of Herod. Herod open lane to the basket off the screen, gets the foul. That defender probably would not have felt as pressured to foul there had Herod had not had such a clean lane to the basket. Going for two now. Go in the first. They make some mass substitutions for both teams. Give them a chance to rest before the half. Come out refreshed for the third quarter. No go in the second.
Elites the rebound.
O'Hara, keep an eye on her. She might take another three, given her recent makings of two. We're going to see a quick passing around the perimeter, trying to find someone open. Josh, over to Aquino in the corner. No good from three-point land. Yes, Carlos gets into the post and actually fouled, I believe, a reach-in call. And we're going to see a substitution again coming out for both teams.
Mm-hmm. Triano for Elsinore.
Actually, just one team. Elsinore for the Stars coming in. Rose pump faking from the corner. And Malmquist gets by the defender. Nice fake out. Drives to the lane.
Nice one. Just drove inside the post. Got the ball in. Aquino with the ball. To Svert to O'Hara. Outside passing.
Over to receiver. Back to O'Hara. Again, this little triangle they have going, trying to decide.
They're doing it all over again.
Yeah, and we're going to see an air ball there. The not who you want taking that three-point shot. Not much of his range there. Gonna be a turnover.
Yeah, sorry. But they really need to stop trying to do that. It's really not getting them any kind of results so far.
Yeah, I mean, outside of O'Hara's shooting from three-point land has worked out for them, but the defense is starting to close in on her as she's getting the ball in her paws.
Yeah, it can't
Rose.
be too reliant on one player to try to get a ball in from the perimeter like that.
Speaking of from the front, Elsnor,
Nope.
no good. Gonna go the other way. Elites again with the ball. Hera holding on to decides to pass to Kealoha. Kealoha to Sievert. Sievert back to O'Hara. Watch for the screen. They might call it just to get her open for a late shot. Or Josh having to back up. Takes a three himself. Gets that to fall. Nothing but net.
Wow.
Three-pointer starting to land for the Elites now. Still within a 6-point game. They're keeping it close, if only barely. Jalen now. Again, over in the left sideline. Gives it to Carlos. Carlos at Elsnor. Back to Rose. 4.5 seconds left. Now we're seeing them pass around playing who's going to take the last second shot. Malkovich, no good. But actually, Gary gets the rebound. Offensive.
Yep, fresh shot clock for them.
Over to Herod. Herod. Burn the shot clock a little in. Carlos gets set up in the post, but back to Gary. Stripped, and we have a fast break. Josh Seaver can lay it up and in, and actually fouled Herod, not fouling hard enough.
Let's see if he can make it a 3-point play.
Not just a 3-point play, but let's see if he can get it back to a 3-point game.
Oh, good point, good point. I wasn't keeping an eye on the score there.
I said they've quickly turned around, even though he does miss the free throw.
Stars with a rebound.
And this comeback of the quarter has been because of the rookie's scoring drought. We're going to see Thompson taking a long shot, no good. She misses there.
That was a nice grab.
O'Hara now trying to decide who she wants to give it up to. Aquino going to go for a long two. Drains it, nothing but net. Elites are starting to feel it now, and the Stars still looking for a basket as this quarter is coming to a close.
Now we're having an exciting game with this quarter coming to a near close with 2-point differential between the two teams.
Well, and that's one way to get back onto the scoreboard is to go to the line. Still not a bucket in terms of field goal, but does get the first point in the last 3 minutes on the board with that first free throw. Back to a 3-point game. Could extend it to a double possession game, and he does.
Yep.
44-40. Stars up by 4.
With the ball.
And Josh Sievert on the perimeter, giving it over to Kealoha. Sievert back to Kealoha. Gets into the post. He could take the shot, but there's so many defenders, and actually bad pass out of bounds, even though I think they're going to call that it hit a Stars player, and yes, they are. It's going to stay with the Elites.
That was a little bit of a mess down there.
Yeah, 3 defenders between him and his target. Not the best pass to make, but at least threw it hard enough it went out of bounds off the defense.
Aquino with a shot.
Quick shot, no good. Gary with the defensive rebound. We're going to see a fast break on the other end.
Wide open, nope.
The defense
closed in on him very, very quickly. That was good. Good.
Yeah, you want to see the hustle coming out, especially since they've had moments of judgment lapses tonight.
Yep, exactly.
Carlos trying to go one-on-one, nearly slips there. Has to do a fadeaway, but gets it to fall despite the compromising position of his form. Yeah.
Yep, that was a very nice high-pressure shot.
Well, Elites are going to want to take a quick shot here just so they can get the shot clock on their side, and they fail to convert it, though, but they will have the last shot of the game as the Stars have 15 seconds to get a bucket up, and they're actually going to foul again, pushing into the post, causing some foul trouble here tonight.
That was a clever decision, though, by Thompson, drawing that foul.
Yeah, she gets to get a few point opportunities. She makes the first. See if she can make the second and give it an 8-point lead. The Elites now, shot clock is turned off, 24 seconds. They have their pick of how they want to shoot at the end. Delgado, is he going to hold on to it?
Their side.
Looks like he's just going to burn the clock down a little bit. I mean, I don't know if I feel it prevents the chance of a turnover compared to the rapid passing earlier, but it means he's likely to be the one to take it. Drives in, does a high floater off the iron, no good. Just a little more oomph behind it would have knocked it in, but with that, the first half comes to a close, and we're going to rattle off the stats real fast for this first half before we move into the third quarter. Players are more than ready to get going. It's actually funny. The rookies, elites, are shooting nearly as good field goal percentage as the stars, but I think the difference has been those free throws.
Performance between the second quarter between both teams is relatively even, though. I think the Stars had a 2-point lead in the second quarter alone.
Yeah.
It was really the first quarter where the elites really fell behind, though, and they're sort of paying the price for it right now, going into the third quarter of the game itself.
Yeah, and real fast, looking at the stats, Reyes 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, generating turnovers on his end, 1 of 4 from the field goal line. Delmont 17 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, or shot, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 4 field goal. Trianu, 2 rebounds but 4 assists, taking more of a point guard role. Herod, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, perfect from the field goal. Varnegi, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 from 4. However, he did make a 3, surprisingly, left wide open. And continuing on, we'll take a look at their bench now. Maybe in a sec. But again, looking at their free throws, only missed 1 out of these 6 players, a total of 5 points coming from the free throw line. And moving on to the bench, Malmquist, 5 points, 2 for 2 from the field. Gary, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, has missed every shot, however. Thompson, she has 8 points, 3 of them coming from the line, free throw line, 2 of them from the field. Burger Kane, 2 rebounds, has taken only 1 shot coming off the bench, missed it. Rose, both his points coming from the free throw line, 2 rebounds and assists, though, in his 5 minutes on the floor. I think you see again, free throw shooting on the bench has also been spectacular. Again, only missing 1 of 6 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Thompson standing out with 8 points coming off the bench in 7 minutes. One of the higher scorers for the Stars despite limited minutes. And there's one more player, Tavares, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Good on his 1 shot so far tonight. And switching on over to the elites. Goldie, 8 points, leading scorer, 2 rebounds, 1 block, however, a turnover. Blevins, 7 assists coming out so far, doing well despite not being the point guard in that regards. 4 points and 1 for 3 from the field. Gibor, 4 points, including that monster slam earlier, and 4 rebounds, pulling them down. Chance to get a double-double if he can pick up the pace a little bit. O'Hara, 6 points, 3 assists, 1 steal. Blessing, 2 rebounds. Kalialoa, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a turnover. Missed his 1 shot, which was that bad time 3 that was forced on him. Kialoa having limited minutes this game due to being off the bench, and last game struggling with foul trouble. See if he can avoid it despite his time on the court being much smaller. And then looking at the bench, elites have actually done far better with their bench scoring. 2 points coming from Penichkal, 3 rebounds and a block. Aquino, 5 points, 1 assist. Sievert, 7 points, perfect from the field, but missed his 1 free throw. Delgado, 1 for 6, 2 points, 2 assists. Kusic, 4 points, 2 for 5, 1 assist and a turnover. And then Nagoy, only been on the floor for 4 minutes, has only taken 1 shot. Actually, we're going to get started in the third quarter. Elites, again, their field goal percentage is not much different than the Stars, but as you noticed, Elites had not made it to the line all that much in that first half, and that made up a large chunk of the Stars scoring there. Over a fifth of their scoring has come from the free throw line. O'Hara, wide cross-court pass to Blessing. Blessing decides not to take a shot, though.
Blevins, O'Hara, back to Blevins, Blessing.
O'Hara for 3. She hit 2 earlier in the game. No good, though, there.
No good.
We're going to see the Stars turning it around, seeing if they can continue their efficient scoring from the first half, even though they struggled there at the end of the second quarter. Delmont from the corner, off the side iron, no good.
He's the top scorer for the Stars, though. It was 17 points for the last half, isn't it?
Yes, he did have the largest points. He did take the most shots, though. His field goal percentage is around 50%. Goldie left
Whoa!
open.
Okay, wide in the open. Nope.
Could have taken another second there to line himself up better, but rushed through
Panic,
the
I
shot.
guess.
Well, I mean, he rushed through it. I think he wasn't expecting to stay that open long, but could have been a chance to get on the board. Neither team having scored in the first minute. Delmont, no good for three either. 2 misses in a row, 3 straight from both teams. Keyboard lays it up and in. There we go. A little of that fast play down low in the post works out for them this time. Said both teams, rookies actually have outscored in terms of field goals, 18. Delmont waiting for the players to get 7. Calls for a screen, actually. Ends up giving up to Orshot, though. 6 seconds. Back to Herod. Herod intercepted on the pass to Keyboard.
Yep.
And
Whoa. Okay.
blocking foul. Carlos
Blocking foul.
not happy, I guess, that the ball was stolen from him before he could get a hold of it. O'Hara going to bring it down for the Elites.
Blessing O'Hare to gold.
Back to O'Hara.
Whoa. That was a risky pass.
Yeah, even though they have not had too many turnovers, except there we see
Whoa,
quick back and
okay.
forth. Good saves from
That
the
was
defense.
that was a very nice turnover.
Well, there's no nice turnover for the team that turns it over, but I get what you're saying. It was very nice effort from both of them to first hit the ball and then have another defender save it from going out of bounds. And Delmont,
That was out of
again,
nowhere.
finally hitting a 3 after he's 1 for 3 now.
Now
And
it's 20 points for him for the
game.
he's making up 40% of the scoring for the entire Stars. The Elites have to find a way to shut him off, get within perimeter or the post, and try to score from there from this point.
Right, and he hasn't been doing much outside of scoring, not getting the team involved, and we're going to see a miss from the Elites trying to match a 3.
Rise of the ball, going up the court.
Delmont over to Orshot to Triano. See a screen, gives up to Orshot, back to Delmont, over to Carlos, back to Orshot. Again, shot clock's starting to run down. Their pacing is not doing much. They end up giving over to Delmont for a long 2, no good. Last second shot, I guess in that case, give it to your best scorer right now. Intercepted, actually.
That was a sea of bodies. I have no idea what was going on with the pass.
Yeah, I had no idea why he decided to throw the pass there. And we're going to see the ball bounce 4 times on the rim. Orshot, first basket, I believe, tonight. Or second one, actually.
That's a bigger than a 10-point lead. First time in the game, I think. 11 points differential between the Stars and the Elites.
Yes, I believe that is the largest lead tonight so far. However, as you mentioned earlier, plenty of time left, almost 20 minutes of game time. If the Stars collapse, Elites need to take advantage of it. The Stars start getting cold like they did in the second quarter. Elites need to capitalize on that. Right now, they're still having this struggle of finding who wants to take these shots. O'Hara. See, they got someone in the post backing down right now, and O'Hara's holding onto the ball, going for a 3. Makes it. That's her 3rd tonight.
Wow, okay.
So, I mean, I can't really cry foul. She's 3 for 8 from three-point land. That's actually very good.
That's really good.
But she had a man backing down the post.
Trying to find a way in. Nope. But drew the foul.
Yeah, second foul on gold tonight. And there was a stat that was brought up earlier in the on screen that the Stars have made 10 more free throws than the Elites. That right there would put the Elites up by 2 if they were even in that regard.
Foul troubles, huh?
Well, shooting period. Foul shooting period, I should say. It's not like any one player is in foul trouble. I think the most is 2 between all of them. You can see Cusack, nice give and go there. Can't get it to fall, though. Not enough power behind it. Seems like when Kusak's on the floor, they have a few more plays drawn up, but Varney over two defenders, nothing but net there. Nice shot.
Wow.
Showing off his range despite being a center, especially over two players who definitely were shorter than him. Again, using his
Yeah,
height advantage.
he was towering over them.
Well, he is one of the few centers again in this top 24 class, so you might see the centers move up quite a bit, and we're actually going to see a fadeaway air ball, another turnover here.
How much time was on that shot clock? I didn't pay attention, but
Less
that
than a
was
second.
okay.
Again, some of these guys have not been making friends, passing the ball with less than a second to someone else. It's like, oh, I have to take a shot? No, I'm going to give it to you. And then they have no choice. And we're going to see Delmont almost turn the ball over there. Varney, quick pause, gets the loose ball and gets fouled on the way up.
I was surprised that was not a reaching foul in the first place, considering that you saw what was going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact as he drove to the basket. I'm surprised it wasn't a blocking call, but they let him get away with the little bend. He misses the free throw, 1 for 2 on that trip.
Don't you hate it when the ball bounces out when it looks like it was going in?
Yeah, like that. Had a chance there for a three-point play, but missed the shot. Another chance to go to the line for 2. I think, as good in the first, the Elites, shooting-wise between the two teams, they're actually shooting pretty evenly. The Elites need
Gold drains both of them?
Yeah, it gets it back to a 10-point game.
10-point differential.
The Elites need to stop fouling, and they need to start drawing fouls. Get to the line.
Yep.
That's where the Stars are killing them right now.
Draw fouls, huh? They probably need extra paper and pencil for that.
Burger King over to Orshaw for 3. No good off the iron.
No good.
Quick play. Goldie underneath the basket. Good heads-up
Oh.
play. Good court awareness to see that Goldie had slipped behind the defense.
Nice little fancy toss.
Yeah,
As well.
and that's his 12th point of the night. A fifth of the scoring coming from him for the Elites. Orshaw on the perimeter. Calls for a screen for Burger King. Burger King can get to the basket if he can get by his defender, which he does, but blocked.
Blocked.
That's-
Okay, the ball's going the other way.
Elites, 3rd block of the night for them. Goldie. Giving it to Nagoy. Nagoy has an open man down the Blessing. Blessing wide open, lays it up and in. Could have gone for a dunk if the horseshoe could jump high enough. But decides to take the high percentage shot there and get it back to a 6-point game. Delmont giving a screen there. Another screen. Not going to go off of it, Gary. Gary gives the BK back to Delmont in the corner. Defense is playing
That's
off
a
of him.
screen.
Ball ends up in the other corner with Gary taking it. No good off the iron.
That was good defense by the Elites over there.
Yeah, able to make them pass it around till the last second of the shot clock.
Mm-hmm.
Blessing over to Kusak. Kusak,
He's in a tough spot. Let's see.
yeah, it gives up to
Kabor with the
Kabor.
ball.
They got so far in the post. I wish they had stayed, but Kabor, another slam dunk. That's
Whoa,
his
nice,
second
nice.
slam
That was a
cam.
Nice slam.
second slam dunk for him tonight. That's 8 points in the paint. The majority of the points coming from the paint from Kabor tonight. Gets it back to a 4-point game.
Yep, the Elites have to make use of that. I think that's sort of their strength right now.
Well, as I was forewarning, I guess, I see Delmont going for 3, no good. The Stars have started to fall apart here when it comes to scoring. They've been on another drought. And the Elites, thankfully, have timed their, momentum perfectly because they've closed the gap down to 4, and they have a chance to whittle it down to 1 with a 3 here.
Yep, now it's getting exciting again with this 2-possession game.
Goldie,
Making it rain!
difficult shot. A fadeaway, too, there. 13-4 run in this last 5 minutes.
Yep, that was a very, very long range, too.
It was.
Nope, out of bounds.
It's very challenging, too, considering he was fading away when he took the shot, let alone the shot clock winding down on him.
That was clutch.
Very much so. And we're going to see, I guess, a little bit of delay here. The ref waiting to hand the ball off. And we're going to see this Elites. Here's their chance. gonna call a timeout. They can get this back to a tied game or even take a lead here with a 3-point play. What has
The
changed for
Elites
the
only
Elites?
the Elites have only 3 timeouts left, though, if I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a huge concern. They want to get the lead right now. They have the momentum on their side. Calling a timeout there is a little risky, but if they get a play, and we see Sievert going for a long two, no good, but
Whoa,
tapped
whoa, whoa.
out
Okay.
of bounds. I'm not sure. I think it
Yeah, I
was
think
off
it's
an
Stars in
Elites.
the possession.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Stars.
Yeah, Stars with the possession.
Tapped out of bounds, unfortunately. What have the Elites done in your mind to get back in this game?
Well, they definitely were more aggressive on the inside, and those 2 long range. Did they take 2 threes?
One long range two and one long range three. Because
Yeah.
Goldie's fade away two, and then
It's the Stars defense buckling for some reason that they managed to actually close in the differential right now.
yeah, we're gonna see Stars' first basket in over 2 minutes finally broken. You see Penachuk laying it up and in, answering back with his own post play.
Nice back and forth here.
Well,
Back
for
down
the
to a 2 point differential.
yeah, with a
One
lot,
possession game.
under 3 minutes left in the game. Well, with the Stars having the ball, Elites want to stop them here and get that lead going again. But
Screen.
Arneke over to Malmquist, over to Thompson, Milena giving it up. Again, we're getting to this bad habit of passing a lot. Varnege, no good. Elites,
Passing a lot without a plan, though. That's the thing. I mean, passing a lot, if you can scramble the defenders, that's a good thing. But
just like that, beautiful pass,
exactly,
driving to the lane,
exactly.
ties it up at 59 apiece there. Kialoa, listening to the broadcast, decides to show everyone what we're talking about. He just sprinted straight, open lane to the basket. Easy assist.
Even game open on the. That was open on the left just now.
Yeah, I mean they've had a few openings. I mean you can see they're playing off, and we're gonna see a bad 3 attempt with the shot clock winding down. Delgado trying to get by the defender, passes up and said that's a beautiful heads up play, giving up to the driving center.
Whoa, that was nice.
Yes.
Just came up from behind, passed the ball. No defend. Well, the defense on him was weak. That's
Well,
why
the defense was focusing on Delgado there because Delgado was trying his best to get to the paint deep into the post, but that just left Niran a chance to run right by him.
It was a nice misdirection.
Yeah, exactly.
Vandergie the ball.
Bounces around, ends up falling in.
Yep. It's a nice back and forth in the final minutes of the third quarter down here. Now we have a game going on.
Yeah, we do, and we see it took the Elites outscoring the Stars, and you see Delgado reverse this time, him getting an open lane to the basket and getting a nice easy pass to him under the basket.
That was a decent number of points for the Elites this quarter from inside the paint itself.
I mean, it's a decent number of points, period. They've had 20 so far, or over 20 so far. See if they can extend this even more. They have 15 seconds on the shot clock. Under 40 seconds left in the quarter. Delgado, Sievert, back to Punicic. Aquino gets a screen, but it looks like it's going to end up in Delgado's hands if I know this team.
They're just burning a shot clock right now.
Yeah, it ends up in Delgado. No good on the three-point attempt. And Stars will have the last possession of the game. Well, not game, sorry, last possession of the third quarter.
Of the quarter.
I mean, if this was the final possession of the game, that'd be more epic. Down by 2, 10 seconds left.
And just imagine it going into overtime if they manage to score.
Well, or go for the win with a 3, which looks like they're going to attempt. And who called that? It was a foul on the Stars, so the ball will go to the Elites.
Foul.
Yeah, it was a over the back call. 2.3 seconds left. Substitutions, even though these substitutions are really for the next quarter. 2.3 seconds, enough time that they could throw up a shot. And Delgado will decide to throw up. And almost, that was close. Off the side iron.
Good try, good try.
Yes, very much so. The Elites back in it now. 63 Stars down by 2 at 61. Both teams continuing to fire on all cylinders. See if we can break the 90-point mark.
Now, let's see if the Stars can turn things around this final quarter, make it an exciting game, keep it as close as possible.
Well, it's been that quarter was the closest it's been all game. So
Yeah, the elites definitely did a good job. There was a 12-point delta at one point, and now they're leading by 2.
yeah, high field goal percentage from them. Finally firing on all cylinders, making their shots, especially since they're taking high percentage shots from the post. Finally, instead of
Plus, their defense was getting their act together, so that was one thing that was preventing the Stars from scoring effectively in that quarter.
right. See Delmont, hit an open lane to the basket. Triano dishing it out. That was a well drawn up play, even though it was a little late in being executed. Triano was driving to the basket open.
Drew the first blood for the quarter.
Yeah, ties it back up at 63 apiece. See if the elites can strike back with a blow of their own. Blevins has an open man in Aquino.
Clean over the shot, and yep,
Rattles, but does fall in the end. Back to where they started for the quarter. I mean, the Stars also have only 4 timeouts left compared to the Elites 3, so both teams will hold on to them through this quarter. Carlos trying to pass over his
Reyes.
defender. Keyboard intercepts it, though.
Yep, turnover there.
Chance for the Elites to extend their leads a little bit more. Watch out for O'Hara on the perimeter. She might take a 3 here. She hit 3 in the first half alone. Actually, it's going to be Gold taking it. No good. Carlos going to bring it up for the Stars. Gold, 14 points in the game so far. Can't make it 17. Herod, dangerous pass back to the top of the key. No defender tries to intercept it, though. And there's wearing down the shot clock. 4 seconds, getting it up to Orshot. No good.
Elise with a rebound, going up the court.
O'Hara. I want to see her take another 3. She's been on fire. Almost lost there, but Kibor.
Whoa, that was close, but he drew the foul.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see from Kibor. He's been doing it. He's been penetrating the post, and as long as he can draw contact on the shot, it's worth him fighting down low like that. 66 extends it to 3. A chance to go 1 more point possibly here. See some substitutions. Rest of the starters, I believe, are going to come back out for both teams. Blessings back on the court. And good.
Yep. On both of them. So now it's a 2-possession game with the Elites in the lead.
Yeah, exactly 10 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Elites up by 4.
Could be anybody's game still.
Oh, no doubt, especially with the wild swings we've seen. Over 2 minutes for both teams have gone without scoring. But we're going to see Herod.
And slam!
Slamming it down. What a slam. I wish we had a slam cam for that, but they've been saving him for Keyboard apparently tonight. Good heads-up play from the ball handler to pass it over to Herod as she drove to the basket. Using her wings to get that one flap height to get that dunk to slam it in. And O'Hara finally answering my cries for a 3, just can't get it to fall.
Nope, didn't drain it though.
Yeah, she's 3 for 10 tonight, 9 of them being attempts from 3-point line. So 3 for 9, 33% is not bad at all. Just wish she would taking more higher percentage. I don't see Carlos
Reyes with
ties it back up at 77 apiece. Stars momentum starting to swing their way now.
and keeping the crowd riled.
Yeah, well, after a slam dunk and then seeing the team swing back so quickly like that gets most crowds on their feet.
Well, the crowd's sure getting their money at this point with about 8 3/4 of minute.
Wait, we're getting paid for this? Herod with the rebound.
Well, the crowd's getting their money's worth tonight with the excitement. 67 apiece with 8.5 minutes left in the quarter. Oh, nice blind pass, but
Oh, well, I wouldn't say so
okay,
nice. It was turned over.
I can't call that bust. Nice, yeah, it was turnover.
And we're going to see points off that turnover. Trying to be a little too fancy there, Delmont. Down low in the post where there's a lot of bodies to intercept the ball. Costly
One-possession
turnover.
game. Stars with 67 and Elise with 69.
And Carlos, nice pump fake, baits the defender into jumping and then spins around him, lays it up and in.
It's 69 apiece now.
Yep, exactly 8 minutes left to go. Rookies making up their field goal percentage. The Stars Not
Ooh, that
quite.
was aggressive, but not quite there.
Yeah, still a high percentage shot. And we're going to speaking of high percentage, Carlos Reyes unable to convert due to the contact, but chance to get 2 from the line here.
Yep.
Upset he did not get that to fall, but good heads up play from Keyboard. Those are one of the few kinds of fouls you are looking for as a GM. Are you able to come in and stop a shot that's guaranteed to fall? It's definitely a foul worth giving in this case. Even if he does end up making both of them, good on the first and good on the second, but he'll keep that in mind next time he goes up for a shot down low in the post. Blessing. Back over to Blevins. Blevins over to O'Hara.
Back to Blessing.
Again, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Someone, I think it's going to end up being a Blessing 3.
Blevins couldn't get into position. He's way too tightly guarded. So yeah, had to take the shot and
But
no
how
good.
did Goldie get the
But
rebound? That was
yep, it's
very,
fresh shot clock for them again.
very surprising that he did not get called for an over the back, but just jumped over Orshot there and pulled in an offensive rebound over his head. Poor Rabbit getting outdone by the Weasel there. Speaking of which, fadeaway, no good though. Can't get the bucket to fall.
Gold did manage to make some good amount of space for himself, but nope.
Yeah, he definitely had the best, not a bad shot there, even if he was fading away slightly. Would like to have seen him actually drop a play, and we're going to see Orshot under the basket, trying to lay it up and in, but fouled by Gold. Another free throw attempts. Go in the first. Again, the Stars are starting to get to the line more often. The Elites in the third quarter had seemed to make up that deficit a little bit, but now they're back at it. Stars punishing this post defense. Blevins calling for an isolation play. Has an open lane to the basket, but gives it to Gold. Top of the arc. Nothing but net. Drains it for 3.
Whoa, that was a nice shot.
Back to a 1-point game. See how the Stars decide to answer back if they want to attempt a 3 of their own. Gary giving up to Carlos. Carlos over to Delmont. Delmont back to Orshot. Gives up to Delmont, who is trying to drive into the paint. Gives it up. Intercepted again. That's the second turnover. Kabor. And another foul from Carlos. That's the second time he's fouled after not getting the ball passed to him.
I'm just way too excited, I guess.
Well, I mean, in the end, it didn't send anything to the line, but it does get them all that closer to the bonus situation. Goldie open for 3 yet again. Just a little too much power. Could have given the Elites back the lead. Gary Elsinore setting up something, looking like they want to go for a screen, but ends up dishing it to Orshot. Even though he gets by his defender with some rough dribbling, I'm not sure. It looked like he was about to lose it there, but still managed to make it by. 9th point of the game for him. Opposite of him, Gold, 17 points. Blevins giving it up to O'Hara. O'Hara, long cross-court pass to Blessing. Blessing back to Gold, back to O'Hara. 5 seconds left. Needs to end up in someone's paws who's willing to shoot, and it looks like it's going to be Gold again. No three-pointer. It's going to be out of bounds. Seeing kind of an echoing of the first game, whereas Delgado was the one being forced to take threes at the end. It's been Gold this time. Even though he's been a bit more productive from long range.
He's the strongest scorer in the Elites right now, right? If I remember correctly.
Correct.
So
he's
yeah,
17.
they wanted him to take the shot, but that was a high pressure situation right there. It's a tough shot no matter how you call it.
Yeah, a low percentage shot in terms of you expect 33%. We see Delmont though coming flying in, getting an offensive rebound in the putback.
Nice.
5-point difference between the two of them. I think we're gonna need to see another O'Hare three-pointer, but Triano getting a little excited there, trying to force a turnover foul.
I thought I saw a punch.
No punches. I mean, I can't tell if the paw was closed. Now we see Blessing, wide open shot. The Elites are getting open. They're just missing their shots now.
They're rushing it a little bit right now.
This would be a time I think the elites need to call one of their 3 timeouts, reset, and get going again. And,
Mm-hmm.
oh, bad
Oh,
pass.
ooh,
Turnover.
okay.
Free turnover for the elites. Triano not passing where the mountain
That came out of
lion was
nowhere.
expected. Perhaps getting a little too comfortable passing. You see Blessing, same spot she
Blessing with an
just
easy
shot from.
shot.
Well, you say easy, missed the first time that Ella took the shot from that same spot,
Well,
but this time she made it.
she took her time better with that one. The first one was a little bit rushed.
Yeah, she squared up a lot better this time. We're going to see a double screen down to Gary. Reverse layup. Gets it up and in there.
Hello.
5-point game with under 4 minutes to go. 79 to 74.
Yeah, they at least had nobody in the post there to defend.
Well, there was a lot of confusion because both of them set up for screen and no one came. So they ended up being a screen for each other. Their defenders were forced to switch.
Stars used confusion. It was super effective.
We're sued. Copyright down. Elsinore passing over to Delmont. Carlos, 1 basket short of a double-double tonight. You see Gary trying to get into the post. Ends up giving it to Delmont for 3. Gets it to fall. That's not good for the elites. That puts them down by 8 with under 3 minutes to go. They need to answer back with a bucket here. Preferably a 3 if they can, but I think O'Hara's...
If they can.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to
O'Hara...
be tough from here on out, though.
3 for 9 from the 3-point line. She is the most efficient tonight from beyond the arc. Deciding who wants to take it. Probably going to be Blessing fading away. Somehow, though, difficult shot.
Whoa, okay, somehow. That was drained.
The horseshoe pulls some magic out of the hat. Gets it to fall.
Ding!
At this point, the Stars may want to look at burning the shot clock. They have 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Up by 5. That's only 2 possessions. They can burn about 40 off the clock. Delmont
with the ball. 3 on him.
No good, but gets his offensive rebound, puts it back, fouled. That's his 2nd offensive rebound tonight, though. I think he's definitely benefiting from the lack of a center down there. I think the tallest defender on the court right now is 6'7". You're not going to see that in the FBA. Trust me. You're more likely to see the 8-foot Fox than a 6'7" center.
Really?
Well,
has Jake grown that tall? Wow,
I think he.
Last time
I
heard he was 7'10".
I think he keeps his hair long to count as 8 foot.
He definitely can't come to where I live, and he'll be brushing his ears on top of the ceiling all the way through. He'll be worse off if there's a ceiling fan, but I don't want to imagine what will happen if that's the case.
He fits in an airplane?
Maybe in the luggage compartment.
That's where DQ and him, I guess, take the flights. Cabor.
Don't give the fans idea.
Fancy footwork there, Gary Elsinore.
7-point delta with less than 2 minutes to go, though. How are the elites going to handle this?
Reyes fouled again. He has a chance if he makes these 2 baskets to get a double-double. Kibor fouls his 4th time with 1 minute and 46 seconds left. Not really in risk of foul trouble, but still, these free throws have been the difference maker. I want to look at the end of the game how drastic.
They are, isn't it?
Well, I want to see how drastic. I think the Stars have had 15 more free throws.
They've been to the line a lot. That's all I can remember right now.
And I think Carlos now has a double-double. I'll have to double-check at the end of the game, but I think that's 10 points, 10 rebounds. And Kibor, high arcing ball, gets it to fall. Still a 7-point game. 86 to 79 with 1 minute and 32 left to go.
All right, elites, let's see a hustle. Hustle.
Well, let's see their defense. And in fact, no, not a charge. It's going to be a blocking. Close. If that had been a charge, that would have been great. Unfortunately, that does put them in the bonus, and that will send them to the line for 2. Not a foul you wanted to give up at this point.
Yep.
Herod going to go to the line for 2. Could extend this to a 9-point game if she's able to make both of them.
A high tree possession.
Got the first,
Look at those scores.
87.
79.
If only you reverse the elite score, they'd be up by 9 or 10. Now 9. Score is 88 to 79. Expect the elites to take a fast shot here. They only have a minute and 30 seconds to make up the differential. And first time O'Hara going into the post retreats, though, as she's not able to get deeper. But Keyboard laying it up and in, fouled. Carlos now with his 4th foul. These two have been going back and forth, tied at 4 fouls apiece.
Right. If the elites can first force turnovers right now, that's what they're going to need to do more often. Get in the post and draw more fouls, get their free throw line from there on out.
Well, they're doing just that. They're putting the full court press into effect, and Delmont is going to have to hurry. He only has a couple seconds, has to throw it down to Herod. Even though he had a lane to the basket, but she decides not to push it, holds on to it to burn more time off the shot clock.
Yeah, I will have had Herod pass to Delmont the first time over there.
Yeah, but we see Carlos getting open, laying it up and in. Can't complain with that field goal. That's his 12th point, and that is correct. He has a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Opposite to him, Keyboard's 3 rebounds shy of a double-double, but leading with 14 points between the two of them. Expect a fast 3 here, possibly from O'Hara. And then we're going to see a foul. Kind of odd that Reyes is going to foul there.
That was kind of surprising. They needn't do that.
No, they did not need to do that at all, and that's his 5th now. He could foul out in the last 48 seconds of this game. And O'Hara, good for both. Still 7 points, 90 to 83. Full court press, has to be careful not to turn it over here. Triano, spin move. Passing up to Delmont, over to Herod, down to Carlos. Back to Herod.
He's being double teamed. Delmont in the open. Nope. Okay. Defense switched.
Yeah, and they're just burning every second of the shot clock at this point. They're up by 3 possessions. An interception, that's
and actually a turnover.
Well, it's not the worst thing. They have 20 seconds to make up a 7-point deficit. They have to get a 3 off very quickly here. O'Hara deciding not to be the one to take it. The shot clock's winding down. Gold is going to have to be the one, and he nails it.
And he did it. He did it, making it rain. Whoa.
86 to 90, 4-point game, 10 seconds. Has to be a turnover, or they're going to have to foul here, which they do. Unfortunately, this could be the dagger. This is 5 points now. Make this next one, and Triano's going to make them shoot from 3-point land for the rest of the game, and that Triano does. 92 to 86 with 9.1 seconds left. Elites call their second to last timeout just to get them up the court and save some time. Fully expect a 3-pointer here quickly, or a turnover.
Whoa, okay.
That
was definitely not needed.
Well, I mean, to be fair, 9 seconds left. You had to get 2 baskets and pray that you made both 3-pointers. Was not very likely to begin with, but a turnover there, very costly, puts the final nail in the coffin for the Elites. However, much closer game this time around, 92 to 86 final score, and we will go to the post game, see who the player of the game is, and then we'll go over the stats of the game.
I'm really curious how many times the Stars gone to the free throw line.
That I am, and it's going to be Delmont with 27 points. No surprise there. The only other player I think would have been in the running for player of the game would have been Mr. Double-Double, Carlos, even though with his 5 fouls, that does cause some issues. And looking over the stats in a second. First and foremost, you see for the Elites, Goldie, 20 points, 7 for 16 from the field and 5 rebounds, led the team. Keyboard, 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals, generating the turnovers and high field goal percentage, 5 of 7. O'Hara, 13 points, 5 assists, 4 for 11, but most of her shots being 3-pointers. Blessings, 7 points, 2 rebounds, an assist and a steal, doing a bit of everything and shooting well from the floor. Blessing, 12 assists, almost all those being to Gold and Keyboard. 5 rebounds, but 1 for 5 from the field. Aquino, 7 points, 1 assist. Killian shooting 50% from the field, 3 for 6 field goal, and 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Penich Cole, 6.6 rebounds and 1 block, perfect from the field and the limited minutes he had. Kealoha, 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, 1 turnover. Sievert, 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, and 1 rebound. Delgado, 2 for 9, struggled from the 3-point line still, but 4 points and 4 assists, able to pass the ball without turning it over. Kusek, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. And hopping over to the Stars, Orsach, 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Delmont, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 for 20. Carlos, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Definitely doing a bit of everything. Triano, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, also helping out on all fronts. Herod, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Barngi, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 for 9 shooting. Gary Elsnor, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Malmquist, 5 points, a turnover, 2 for 2, perfect from the field goal line. Or for field goal. Thompson, 8 points, 1 rebound. Kane, 2 rebounds, 0 for 2. Rose, 2 points, 2 rebounds, assist. And Tavares, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And looking at the stats for the game as a whole, it looks like, yes, the free throws really did make the difference. 24 attempts.
points. They basically made it to the free throw line 18 times and made 24 points out of that.
Yeah, that right there is, I would say, the main reason why this game swung in the favor of the Stars. That is, if you assume even the Elites getting half of those free throw differential, they would have won the game by a couple points. In fact,
say half of it, so like it's 12 points.
Well, I mean, if they were at a 14. Yeah, I mean, if the differential was closer, they would have made. I mean, you look at the rest of the stats. The Elites out-assisted, 30 assists to 19. They had more fast break points. They had less turnovers, more blocks, and more steals. Most of the time, that's enough to win a game. But
they had a lot more foul troubles, as we can see.
Yeah. So I think that really ended up being the big downfall of the team this game. Any takeaways you have of this game for going forward with the FBA draft in a couple weeks? Anyone you see hurt their stock? Anyone that you think helped boost it?
Well, for one, Delmont and Goldie both performed way better than I thought. Way better than I thought they did. And, well, I still can't get my mind over this. Foul troubles.
Yeah. I mean...
Foul troubles.
Yeah. It's a harsh reality that can be what makes the difference in this game. I would say...
There's a lot of, there's a lot of communication issues. That's something they're going to have to work with, especially if they get into the FBA.
Right. I mean, they're going to be the new person on the team. They've never played with any of their new teammates after the draft. I would say you definitely mentioned Delmont and JC. Both of them were the top-rated players starting in this game. I think they're going to stay pretty much where they're at. I think O'Hara, we're going to see some movement from. She performed well from the three-point line, showing off.
Yeah, those are good shots that she managed to take. That's no doubt about that.
And then Carlos Reyes, double-double. I think only double-double tonight, in fact. Definitely showed off his versatility. The only problem is his fouls might come back to haunt him, even though I think his scoring and rebounding should boost him. I think we'll see some movement from him. Definitely
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if there's a lot of trouble. Right, he's going to have to work on that.
Ryan, it may have just been a little bit back and forth between him and Keyboard. Both of them were fouling each other
Mhm.
pretty regularly there. Uh,
Problems about playing on the inside, isn't it?
yeah, especially since they're both small forwards and they're not used to playing center. Uh, the unfortunate events of having too many small forwards in the top 24 this year. Very talented pool of small forwards, very limited pool of power forwards. I think we'll see.
Or bigs.
Yeah,
We had a limited number of bigs this year in general.
we might see a couple of these small forwards unfortunately slip into the second round because of that depth of talent, and we might see some centers and power bigs, as you said, that were on the cusp or second rounders slide into this first round because of the. That's always a position that seems to be in need.
Hmm.
Well, as I was saying, I think a very talented bunch, both games. Thank you for joining me tonight, Ada,
Hey, anytime. That
and
was fun.
and definitely was great to see them come out and I guess big announcement for everyone paying attention at home. Uh, the first round of the FBA draft will be September 15th, starting at 8 p.m. The second round of the FBA draft will be the following day, the 16th, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The draft this year will be split across 2 days so that you haven't fallen asleep during the second round. 6 hour broadcast is a long day. Thank
Yep.
you, everyone, for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you next time. Have a good night.
Right. Bye, everyone.